You there?
I'm here.
Man, this is wild. I've never. This is my first time doing this. Obviously, you're way better than this than me. I It said invite a guest, right? And I hit it, and this random dude came up, and I was like, "Oh!" This guy's sitting in a chair, and he's like, "Hey," I was like, wrong one." I ended the live real quick. I was like, "Holy crap, man! Oh my god, wow!" So anyway, I was gonna see. So you're on now, but it just shows two little squares. So I guess that's just how it is. In case other people, in other words,
Yeah.
bunch of frames. I guess that's how it is. But I wanted to see number one. Just to do a test run, see who shows up. So Saturday we can promote for Saturday. And
Yeah.
cheers, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see here what's going on. Trying to get my there it goes, filter off. Yeah, I didn't even do makeup or anything. I was like, oh, it's just Sean.
Yeah, we're all friends. Yeah. So
He's seen me worse.
so I went out. So I got off early today. Holly's on her week-long kayak trip, so it's just me, right? And
Yeah.
I'm a big baby. I know. She's like, suck it up, Buttercup. You'll be fine. 4th of July
You'll be fine.
by myself. Yeah, you know me. I'm a big baby. So I got off work at 5 o'clock, and I brought my SLS camera in, and I went out by the lighthouse trails out there, and I fired it up, and it was still, still daylight. It was only a little after 5, and
Yeah.
nothing really happened except the mosquitoes attacked me really bad, and I got eaten alive. So back in the car it went, and that was it. So I was going to try to do an SLS session and everything. So for all of you that are coming in right now, we're just going to go live for a little while. Saturday we're going to be on the Ghost Hunting Housewives TikTok. Hey, Ghost, what's up, man? Ghost guy.
He's your boy. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi.
Hi.
Nope,
Hey, Ghost.
Just give mom kisses. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, but for those of you tuning in, there's a lot going on. We've got the Blakely Battlefield coming up in September 27th.
Yes, September 27th. We have tickets available. That's our cemetery. On September the 27th, we'll be at the cemetery at Blakely Park in Spanish Fort.
Hey, Amber, what's up, Kathy? Hello.
Tickets for $20 a piece at blakelypark.com.
Yeah.
And all of the fall tickets are actually available for September's events and October's.
Yeah, and this is absolutely amazing for those that doesn't know anything about this. It's a unique situation because you get to ghost hunt on a battlefield. Pretty much bring your own equipment. You bring your own team out there, and it's actually pretty amazing because you have the freedom to go where you want. Obviously, there's rules. We don't want nobody to get hurt. You're going to do a briefing thing and all that.
Yeah.
But it's one of the most unique experiences to where, especially for the price, it's all open air. It's all open. You walk anywhere. We were at the old town site. I set up all my tripods. I set up everything. I grabbed my voice recorder, walked 15 feet around. Is there anybody here with us? Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's different every time we go out there.
Yeah.
There's something different.
It is.
I mean, it's very interesting with Blakely because we haven't even scratched the surface of the places there.
Yeah.
So
it is. Battlefield's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother world. Is what as many times with our 4th, 5th time out there now. We haven't even
actually. This will be our ninth event out there.
Yeah, because I know I missed a few.
Last fall you missed a few.
But it's amazing. And hey, Amberlynn, so you and TJ going to stay at Blakely? Cool. Yeah, that place is amazing. And I still tell people we had cabins the first time out there. The girls had a cabin on one side. I had a cabin on the other side. A nice thick woods with no moonlight. And I mixed a stiff drink after the hunt. We're all winding down. I'm walking through there like a little girl. I'm scared because it's complete blackness.
I thought I was going to have to walk you back to your cabin.
I thought you were also.
I'm like, oh, Sean, am I going to have to walk you back to your cabin? It's only like 100 feet. Come on now.
Yeah, but that's why you're not allowed to talk to Holly, because you guys will gang up on me bad. I know.
You'll start crying.
I will. Big baby. So.
Actually, he's not crying, guys. That's another inside joke that we have. He has allergies. He's just constantly wiping his eyes.
Well, I got a fan on my face too, because I turned the ceiling fan off because it's annoying on the live stream. So I've got this one of these portable fans, and it's blowing right in my eyes. So I promise that's what it is. It's this guy right here. So
yeah. Okay, Sean.
So for those who don't know, yes, TJ, the Blakely is right outside of Mobile. It's in Spanish Fort.
Yes.
And it's an absolute, it's an amazing place. And if you can get the tickets, I'm sure there's still some available. You can go to the Blakely site to get the tickets. Crystal?
Yep.
Yeah.
BlakelyPark.com. They're $20. Yeah. The awesome thing about it is we have equipment as well. We have REM pods, EMF readers, and then we have different stations throughout the area that we're investigating that night. And you're free to use all of the loaner equipment, or we do have some that are for sale. And Carol actually is not able to jump on tonight, but she's our little tech wizard. She builds all of our REM pods and equipment that we use at the park. Yeah. And you're free. You can join in on one of the groups walking around to the hot spots.
It is.
And listen to some of the history, or you can go out and investigate on your own. We just ask that you're back to check out at 10 p.m. So.
Yeah. And it's really cool because, like, on the town side, you have the boardwalk, and it goes right along the water. And as the sun's going down, it's absolutely spectacular. There's nothing like it, man.
Let me see here. I should have added another screen on here so that we could I could show you guys. It's absolutely stunning. The views out there at the Old Town site, and we have the Mary Grice gazebo out there at the Old Town site. We have the remains of the courthouse, the remains of the Jury Oaks, and the town was actually established in 1816. Josiah Blakely did not live long enough to be able to see the town open and thrive, but it was actually the largest port. Many think that Mobile was the beginning, where actually it was the town of Blakely, the port of Blakely. And then it fell on hard times. Yellow fever came through, and it just demolished the town. And then the Civil War came through, and the battle was actually there in Spanish Fort, and that is where the Battle of Mobile actually ended. Was right
Crystal,
there.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Amber Lynn had a question. It says we want to stay Friday and Saturday. I don't know if you can see the comments also. Can you see the comments?
I can.
Okay, she's just saying Friday and Saturday they want to stay Friday and Saturday. Can you investigate on your own? You can
investigate at the cemetery on your own, but you cannot investigate the battlefield or the Old Town site. Those are both closed off for the night, and if the park rangers catch you out there, they'll ask you to leave. Because it is a very dangerous place to be at. There's no electricity out there. It's very dark. We've had a bobcat chase us out of there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was crazy.
It can be very dangerous out there. Sean even got a picture of a large snake up in the tree. So there's a lot of different wild animals and reptiles out there. So they do not allow anybody at the battlefield or the Old Town site after dusk.
Yeah.
So,
but even during the day, if you're out there, we get just as much stuff during the day.
Yeah.
Civil War soldiers up along the edge lines, cold spots, K2 hits, everything. It doesn't have to be night. Capitalize on the day if you're out there, because
even in the locations you stay at, because the entire park was part of the battle. I
Yeah.
mean, it was 7 miles south of where the Blakely Park is today and 3 miles north, all the way to the water. So it was a very, very large fort, and the area surrounding it was very large. So we even get a lot of spooky things happening in the cabin when we're there.
Yeah.
Every event will be at the cabin or we'll be up at a squirrel's nest, and
Yeah. I heard
we've had
about
some
that.
very spooky things happen to us.
Yeah.
We've had chairs being pulled across the loft floor up above us. Um, Somebody was going in and out of the bathroom 25, 30 times. I thought it was one of the ladies, and everyone's like, no, I only went twice. And I'm like, well, somebody got up and went potty and flushed that toilet. So
Yeah, that whole place, man. That whole, when you're dealing with a battlefield, a cemetery,
mhm.
and an old town site, we
Yep,
haven't even, like you said, we haven't even scratched the surface.
we
And
haven't.
SLS hits, crazy stick figures, and yeah, it's
Even some type of cryptid is, I believe, out there. We've received when we were up at the Squirrel's Nest, which is the bluff that overlooks the park. Carol and I were up there by ourselves because the guys were too scared to stay there at night. So it was just me and Carol.
understandable. Understandable.
And so nobody stayed but Carol and myself. And it is very spooky up there at night. It is like something out of the Blair Witch Project. It is really, really intense. And so we're up there and we hear something moving around the vehicles. We set the alarm off on Carol's SUV. It didn't even phase it. It was still moving all around.
Wow.
But the Native Americans were also there. And so when you have the history of that location goes back far beyond the town. I mean, far
Yeah.
beyond the Spanish settling in there and the French coming over. It was, it has a lot of history and it's a
Yeah.
lot of spooky history. So we've been left some gifts. We've had limbs out there and stuff. So we've not had any type of retaliation out there. We've never been harmed, never been
Yeah.
scratched.
Yeah.
It isn't like that. They're very curious.
They are.
They're
Yeah.
very curious, and they
Bo, what's
really
up, my
enjoy
brother?
talking to us.
Bo's in the house. Um,
Papa
yeah.
Bo's here, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all say hi, Papa Bo.
We've been cussed at. Funny.
Sean's been cussed at. Let's
funny
get that
joke.
right. They love
Yeah,
me.
and it's I said banjo and they dropped the F bomb. I said it live on the live stream and TikTok went like this. I don't know how they know. They know I
They
said an F
just
bomb,
know.
and they were like, no, 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 no. So yeah, it was. Yeah, I said, so you have a banjo on your knee like the old Susanna song? F you, crystal clear voice recorder, crystal clear. And I was like, time to go. And I think they're playful. We get out. We get wild breaths. We get We love you too, Bo. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Love you, Papa Bo.
I'll call you this weekend, man. So
Yeah, it is, and it's the different energy that we get there, and I've never felt anything malicious or dark
no,
the entire time we've been there. And I mean, even when it was just the four of us out there, I never felt anything that was any type of malicious or any type of wrong intent towards us. It
yeah,
was actually very calm and it's very peaceful. And I honestly think they look at us now like friends and, family, maybe part of even what the town once was. So,
yeah. And you got to think for as many years as that's been out there with the Indians, the Civil War, um, you know, probably 3 generations of things that have been out there. And all of a sudden, these people are coming up trying to run equipment, trying to do voice recorders, trying to do everything. If I was, I try to imagine if I was a spirit and I've been at rest out there for hundreds of years, and all of a sudden there's people trying to interact. That would be kind of exciting, That'd be like, wow, somebody's found us. It's like crazy.
yeah. And, honestly, Amberlynn, I have ancestors that actually were POWs during the Battle of Mobile. And I've, even with the possibility of Union soldier spirits, I lived up in the DC area for almost 7 years, and I investigated a lot of the locations up there and forts. I've never had any type of aggression like that. And I mean, I've been doing this for 25 years, and I've never been, I've only felt like I was going to be harmed in one location, and that was with Sean and Papa Bo at the hospital. That was
Oh,
it.
well, Sacred
In
Heart.
25 years, I can count on one hand how many times I didn't feel right. I've honestly felt more protected when I'm investigating by the spirits than I've ever felt any malicious coming from it. So,
Yeah, yeah. You talking about old Sacred Heart Hospital?
yeah, when we were coming down the stairs,
Yeah, there's. I mean, we talked like last time on your live stream. I'm not sure there's anything there anymore, to be honest with
it's
you.
awful. And it does, like Simi said, it could just be that they're taking a break,
Yeah,
because I mean, we've gone to even poly jail. I've gone to locations where we got nothing.
yeah,
Um, we got, when we were up in Jasper County, Georgia, at the old Jasper County Pickens County Jail,
yeah,
Jasper, Pickens County Jail in Jasper, Georgia. Um, the cabin is right next to the jail,
yeah,
and we got nothing in the jail, but the cabin was very protective of me. We had Mike and Matt from Southern Heat there with us in Haunting Angels. And this was actually right before our Blakely investigation last year. We were up there, and I don't know if it was my Native American side. I don't know where it came in or where I tied into this cabin, but as soon as I arrived, the cabin of the door swung open.
Oh my God.
There was multiple times my name was called through on EVP and through the spirit box. And it was full name. It wasn't just, trying to enunciate it, but it was full pronunciation of my name.
Well, I think that's the first I've heard of this. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and it was very intense. And then Mike and Matt actually came up. We had already been there probably about an hour and a half, and we had taken the tour through the jail and into the cabin. And I was trying, anybody that's been investigated with me before or been out with me before know that I'm a jokester, I'm a prankster, I'm all about it. And so Carol's like, they're here. And I was like, oh, darn. So I went running from the jail around the backside of the cabin. And I was like standing there waiting for them to walk up. And I was going to hide inside the cabin. And when I did, it slung the door open. I walked in and I'm holding onto the door and it slams.
Oh my God.
And it did this 3 times in the same night. And it's cold. It is so cold up there in those hills of Georgia.
Yeah.
But it was very different, very intense. And they felt like they were protecting me from them. So I'm not sure what happened to the lady that was there that had passed away, the spirit of her. But she was very protective of me with Mike and Matt. And anybody who's investigated with Mike and Matt from Southern Heat, they're great guys, firefighters, wonderful people. But she wasn't having it. She did not want me to be anywhere with them.
Wow.
So, yeah, she came through, and when it was just me and the ladies, she was fine. She was very talkative, and but when the guys came through, she was not having it. She was dropping words and everything.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I've never. I mean, I've had knocks. I've had things fall off shelves, but the whole door slamming or something. That would be new to me. That would take me to another level right there.
I felt like as soon as it happened, instantly, I did feel like a sense of protection. Like she was definitely trying to protect me. And I have not had that happen often, but when we do have phantom, sounds or knocking. We've had cannon fire out at the park. That actually
Wow.
happened. Melanie actually caught that on voice recorder at our last event in May. Multiple things happen at these investigations, but I've been startled, but I've
Yeah.
never been afraid.
Yeah.
And, I think it's when you've had experiences for so long, because my experiences go back to childhood.
Yeah.
When I was 4 is the first experience I can remember. And I think I've told you this one, Sean, when my sister and I were arguing. And again, I'm Miss Sassy Britches. I'll tell you like it is. I
I
have
know
no
you are.
filter. And so she had taken a toy away from me that I was playing with, and I was not having it. She went out on the front porch to tattle, and I was going out there to defend my honor and to tell them she was lying. She was not telling the truth. And as soon as I walked out of the den and into the living room, my childhood home, not an old home built in the 70s. This is the 80s at that time.
Yeah.
And you hear my name in a deep voice. And it comes through as Crystal. And I turn, I look down the hallway, and there's this old man standing at the end of the hallway. And I just start telling him why I'm right and my sister's wrong. And
Wow.
my grandparents walk into the house, and I'm still just telling this ghost with my hand on my hips, 4 years old, telling them that I'm right and she's wrong.
Yeah. Wow.
So when you have experiences like that, you pick up on good energy and bad energy. And I have never really had a major negative situation.
Yeah.
I can count on one hand when I felt uneasy with a location. Savannah Theater, definitely an uneasy feeling there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, they always say and it was on Destination what's that, Destination X? What's that one? The paranormal show, Destination X. Shit. Anyway,
Yeah, it's the one with Josh.
Gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Destination X, I think what it
Got
anyway.
so many of them. I can't keep up with them
I
all.
can't either. But she was saying that, and I recorded it. What you bring into
Expedition X. It's Expedition, I think.
Expedition X. No, that's what it is. And she said that whatever you bring into an investigation is how it's going to go. You go in pissy, you go in, happy, you go in whatever, and you're going to set the tone for that investigation.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that's it.
That's a lot of truth to that too.
And honestly, when even I know you and I have talked about this, and Carol, but we don't just go in there and start drilling them either. And
No.
I think that's a big deal is not going in there. We just go in there and start talking when it's just the three of us, or even maps. We just talk like we're all having a conversation. Mm-hmm. Even when we end with our EVP sessions at the end of the night, we end it with all of us in a circle, trying to at least get one last response if there's anything they would like to tell us.
Yeah.
And it's like their closing remarks, until next time. So
the last 2 times it was a full conversation.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, man. And that one, do you want us to come back next time? And no, I don't know how I missed that. I just posted it.
I don't know.
I think it was Carol that asked that question. Can we come back? It was Carol or Tuck said, "Hey, can we come back next time?" And it goes, just a long pause, and it goes, "No."
It might have been Melanie and Monique.
It could be. I can't tell. But
Yeah.
I posted it, so
I'll go back and listen to mine too, because I remember how we were answering them and asking questions. So I think it's more of us going in and acting like they're our long lost friends, or talking to them like they're our long lost friends. It's very important, and we're very respectful to locations.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, because you don't know, you can't be like Zach Bagans going in there, show yourself, and
I know.
He's not as bad as he used to be, but he's still a jerk.
He's not. Bless it.
Poor Aaron. Yeah, Aaron, get in that closet over there. You get in the closet.
I know.
So,
I ain't getting in that closet. You get in that closet.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll wrap it up here in a minute. I just wanted to tell everybody that Saturday we're going to be on your side. And
Yeah.
you're gonna be under the Ghost Hunting Housewives TikTok,
I'll be
correct?
under Ghost Hunting Housewives. I believe Simi's going to join in. Haley's going to join in. You'll be there.
Yeah.
7 o'clock Central Time, 7 p.m. Central
Yeah.
Time. I believe Maps is going to be there, at least a couple of them.
Yeah.
So we'll have a full house tomorrow, Saturday night, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Central Time. Ghost Hunting Housewives. Yeah, we'll just have a big TikTok party or something.
Yeah, and I'll
Might
do
give
another,
something away too. We'll
I'll
see.
shoot a video. I'll do another little, just a little TikTok, little quick video to say, hey, Saturday night, be there.
Yeah.
Be on your side, and there's a lot of other stuff, a lot of stuff we're going to talk about, gear and things. Before I go,
Yeah. I'll work and maybe I'll give something away. We'll see. You never know. I might be able to pull out a REM pod that we've got and we'll do a giveaway or something. I'll announce it if I decide to do a giveaway.
Yeah. And before I go, remember the little haunted wooden object statue thing? The small one, the one that was causing problems at the antique store.
The Aztec one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped by there today, and I picked up a cherub clock. Okay, I think you're gonna like this one. It's already posted, so we'll find out.
Oh,
Anyway,
I saw the wooden cherub clock. Yeah,
it's a porcelain, but it's amazing.
It looks like wood.
It does. It was
beautiful.
$8.
It's beautiful, Sean, but it's $8.
Yeah.
And where are you gonna put it? Where are you gonna put it?
Anyway,
You don't know.
Anywho.
See, this is the good thing about Papa Bo. Hopefully he'll keep you from buying all of the things that you have no idea where you're gonna put them.
Keep it small. So but the Aztec thing. So I went in there today and they were showing me some video footage of doors opening and closing. This is Rosie's Antiques.
Mm-hmm.
Things, all that. And I said, you guys know. Now, I picked it up again today. I picked it up, and I was like, okay. I set it back down. I didn't have any issues. I only want $20 for it. And so when I went back to the counter, Rosie, the owner, and this other thing, and the other girl said, go get that thing off the shelf, go put it in a box, or go put it in the back room, take it off the shelf. So they went and got him. He's in timeout.
Hey, you got to do it sometimes, and that's.
I still want to buy it because it's only $20, but I'm going to say no on that. I
get a bad feeling about that one. And, even coming from my ancestors' side, from no, I can't say that I would mess with that one because, there's some pretty something dark around that.
I think that's causing problems at the antique store. So
I think so too. And, that's what a lot of the antique stores that we go into, that's what we remind them of, objects can hold a spirit just like a location can.
Yeah.
And once they find a location that they like, they can always hop off, stick around. So
yeah, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have a good 4th and,
definitely. And we'll see everybody Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday, 7 Central, and we'll see the rest of y'all there.
Everybody, y'all be good. Don't go out there doing no stupid stuff.
You talking about me?
No, everyone listening and watching.
Oh, yeah. These guys are going to, I bought some stuff from Publix that tells you some little sparklers and stuff, so I don't have any.
We're just going to go out front and watch the neighbors.
Yeah, the neighbor's going to blow the neighborhood up, so.
Yeah.
There you go.
They're new to the neighborhood. They just bought the house, so.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, have a good 4th. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Happy 4th.
We'll see you Saturday.
See ya.
Good night.